very strong for Joe Biden. I think that he will take the state of Arizona. He already took Wisconsin, and it looks like he'll take Michigan. So he may not even need Pennsylvania, which everyone thought was the key battleground state, in order to win this. He also could very conceivably win Pennsylvania because of the fact that there are about 1 million outstanding votes to be counted, and they're in heavily Democratic areas, Philadelphia County and the surrounding counties of the city of Philadelphia, which is very, very Democratic. Similarly, in Georgia, the remaining outstanding ballots, even though Joe Biden is down to the president, are in Fulton County, which is the county that surrounds Atlanta, which is heavily black and Democratic. So it looks very good for Joe Biden that he is going to come out the victor, although it looks like the president is also going to try and tie this up in the courts and take this all the way up to the Supreme Court. So this will be delayed, but inevitably, I think that Joe Biden will be the victor.
Now, I want to look at Wall Street, which notoriously hates all this anxiety and uncertainty. So if this uncertainty continues, and as you mentioned, potential legal challenges arise, and of course, all against the backdrop of a pandemic taking its toll on people and the economy, how do we expect investors to react?
Well, I think one of the things that your colleague stated earlier is true, and that is there may be some market volatility, but because of the fact that we have divided government, the fact that there won't be any major fiscal initiatives passed on either side, there won't be major change in health care, you won't get single payer, you won't get any of these major things that are going to change our economy because they won't get through the backstop of either the House of Representatives or the Senate. I think that gives the market and Wall Street a chance to kind of breathe, and they're not really going to react too strongly. So there may be some volatility, but you know, people were claiming that there was going to be a depression, that people were going to freak out, and that's not going to happen. I think that Wall Street is also very comfortable with Joe Biden. As a matter of fact, there was a study that came out that said 77% of business leaders, Joe Biden, and his initiatives for the economy will actually create more jobs, raise household incomes. His climate change plan will create more union jobs, and all of that sounds good for investors. So I don't think that they're going to freak out either way. They think they have a friend in the White House regardless of who wins.
And so no matter the result, obviously a divided government is here to stay. So with that in mind, what economic priorities should the Biden administration have, given the economy that they'll be inheriting, versus the Trump administration, now that if they do get reelected, won't have to worry about chasing voters and following those interests?
Well, if I were the Biden administration, one of the things that I would go after is climate change. And the reason I say that is because there's an economic component to that. It's creating jobs and creating high-paying union jobs, which I think the American people will get behind and pressure their elected officials, particularly people who are coming up for Senate races in 2022 and beyond. He'll be able to put pressure on those people to go along with it. It's getting very difficult because Mitch McConnell just won his race handily. He is the Senate Majority Leader, and he may leave a lot of things on his desk. But I think going after climate change, which most Americans support changes to our environment and our environmental policy that can lead to more economic prosperity, I think that that's one route that Joe Biden can actually get through and go directly to the American people and get Congress to actually take action.